Hey, everybody. This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. Um, I, y'all know that's me. Um, I, sometimes I couch my grief with humor. So this is for entertainment purposes, mental health reasons, that I'm giving you this update about my bishop, my Archbishop, Bishop of Rome, Pope Francis, the second or the first, um, head of the Catholic Church, also head of government and state for the country of Vatican City, Rome, has passed away. So, and when I saw it this morning, I was actually looking at something that um, I think it was like an Easter blessing from yesterday. Well, I thought it was this morning, but I guess it was like a rerun from yesterday. And then I saw that he had passed away, and I was like, "What? Not Pope Francis, not Pope Frankie. He just got out the hospital a couple of weeks ago. He had been having some double pneumonia. Then I found out he's only had one lung since age 21. I'm just like, man, you blessed to be here till 88. Lord have mercy. But I want Vice President Vance investigated. Yeah, because you met the Pope Saturday? Oh, it's a Sunday. And he gone today? Like, Sylvester Turner went to the joint session of Congress. Then he died the next day. Why is my leaders, why is some of my favorite people coming up out here dealing with this U.S. government? Like, what is going on? Former U.S. rep, he's on the job two months. He won the last November election. He beat cancer. He's 70 years old. He got a one joint session of Congress and he out here the next day. Pope been in the hospital for like 2 months, y'all. So maybe more than 2 months. How? And they're like, hey, he's finally gonna go home. And I've been praying for him because I thought he was gonna go a while ago. Because his health had been failing some years. Because he used to be walking. Now he in a wheelchair. And he caught double pneumonia. And then they're like, oh, he's gonna go home, he's gonna get some rest. And I was surprised. And then as I was surprised, I said, oh, he's doing Easter services. And everyone was so happy. And then I saw that the Vatican City Secretary of State met with Vice President Vance. And I was like, oh, okay, the Pope must be resting. That's why. And the Pope has already said what he feels about the U.S. policy on immigration several months ago. And I found out J.D. Vance was Catholic. I was like, really? Because, normally, traditionally, Catholics are very much, good. You're supposed to be following the Good Samaritan, and you're supposed to be like, are you supposed to treat foreigners? Didn't Jesus, Mary, and Joseph? These Mary and Joseph were refugees in Egypt. A lot of the Catholic churches and parishes, in addition to having food pantries, St. Vincent de Paul food pantries, they also have immigrant services. And I think Vance may have not been happy with what the Pope had said. So I was kind of surprised when I saw a video. It was a short video. Some people had it on repeat for like hours and hours, but it was about a minute and a half video showing Vance going to see the Pope, and I guess they had maybe put some clips together, maybe. But it got to be the impression the Pope really wasn't that happy. And by the way, the Pope knows English. He spoke in English. He spoke to the joint session of Congress in 2015, I think, when President Barack Obama was president. And he was, trying to make some changes in the Catholic Church, especially about LGBTQ, single moms, the sex abuses. He defrocked one of the cardinals that was involved with the sex abuse cases, who was like the highest, person that he ever defrocked. But now the Cardinals, they got to get all their red robes. They got to go to Vatican City, Rome, and have their meeting to pick the new one. But I'm just like, wait a minute, how he go? And you know what? He did. He went out here. He did Easter Sunday Resurrection, and then they said, because Vatican City, Rome, they're like, what, 6-8 hours ahead of us? And so it's like 6 a.m. here, but it's probably like afternoon over there now. So over there, their time morning, he passed away. So I was like, okay, one last, I guess, holy, pontifical thing he did before he left. He did Easter service. But then part of me was like, wait a minute, did he just meet Vance? I said, wait a minute now. I need an investigation, because, and then someone else said, girl, I hope the Pope didn't die from the measles, because we got a measles outbreak over here. And I'm just like, I don't think it's measles. It may be related to his, upper respiratory issues, but I just want y'all to see. I put in the let me put it in here. I put in where is it? I put in the description. Hey, Lindsay. Oh wait, he's only been a Catholic for 6 years. Oh wow. Hey, Carla Goodwin. Hey, Lindsay. Let me see. Okay. Y'all can see the video y'allself. I'm gonna put the video in here. This is the video. Okay. Hey, y'all, I'm trying to pay attention to the thing. But China. Hold on, I have to put it this way so I can send y'all the thing. Okay. So and by the way, I'm a Catholic convert myself. I've been a Catholic since 2002. Okay. And to be honest, I've been very lackadaisical this last few years. I'm gonna say that. For the most part, I do believe in the doctrine and the beliefs and stuff of the Catholic Church. I just don't go to church as often as I should. This is from someone who used to be former director of religious education. I had a catechism classes to be, a catechist, or I guess y'all would call it Sunday school teacher. Y'all pray for us. It's raining here in Houston. So, but they say he took him. I don't want to say he took him out, but it was just like, okay, maybe, they said that he needed, 2 months of rest at home. And, he probably was like, maybe being stubborn, because, he out here, he Pope Francis. And maybe he feel like, hey, I still got a little left in me. I could sit down here and get my homily, which he, I think he did. He did. So, but it's like, he's out there in the air and everything. And maybe that's why his visit with Vance was so short, because I looked at it and I was like, okay, And it almost like the Pope really didn't want to talk to him. And I was like, and then they had a translator there. And I was like, what? I kept thinking, like, well, why is the translator there? Because later on, I said, I think the Pope already know how to speak English. And he does not speak. He's spoken when he came to the U.S. and spoken from the joint session, but maybe he just didn't feel like doing the right thing. You know, maybe switching to English, another language was too much for him. You know, and you know, yeah, weak immune system. Yeah, that's what I think did it. Yeah. This video right here, this is a video that gives like, it's like 11 minutes. It gives like the history of the Pope. CBS News did a very good job. I think I was watching it this morning while getting ready. So, in case you want to know where I'm going, because I'm actually chaperoning a field trip today. But oh, it's getting dry right now. But I'm driving to the field trip, and the kids and the other two sponsors are on the bus. The bus, I kept thinking like it was very close. I was just gonna like, okay, I'm gonna park in the little community center parking lot, and I'm gonna just come on the bus. And then I looked at it like, wait, that's 30 minutes from my house. But if I drive from my house, it's like a lot easier to get there and get back. Because the thing is, I would have to like come back on the bus with the kids and the students and the sponsors, and then drive another 30 minutes to my house. And I'm just like, okay, man, and y'all pray for me, because you know my knee, my right driving leg has really been bothering me for a while. So, but I did go get a massage the other day, so it's been a little bit better. Hey, Black Anonymous. Yeah, I was just, but y'all look at this picture. Y'all tell me, this is why I said I won't, you know, I y'all know how I feel about Vans anyway, but it was just like, wait a minute, I'm looking at this picture. This is a screenshot from the little video, the first video I posted in the chat, and also it's in the description. He actually goes up to the Pope, and he says, good to see you, God bless you, I hope you're feeling better. But then I was like, okay, you shook his head, and then you had him on, then you had your left arm on his elbow, and I'm just thinking like, sir, y'all need to go get him tested for all the communicable diseases. Because what did you bring over there with you from the United States to a man who just got out of the house with double pneumonia? I'm just saying, okay. Did you wash your hands first? Did you put a mint or something in your mouth or something? Just out here. Because, you know, like Sylvester Thomas is gone out here at the joint session of Congress. That was back in March. He was 2 months on the job. Then here come the Pope out of the hospital and meets you for a few minutes, and now he going about here. And this is the thing, compared to and by the way, the Vatican City, Rome is the smallest country in the world. Vatican City, Rome is inside of Rome, but Vatican City is actually its own country. And the Pope is what's called, him and the Dalai Lama and the Ayatollah are what's called religious leaders who are in charge of, who are the head of state or the head of the government. They're called theocracies. So the Pope is also a head of state, a head of government, in addition to be the head or the Bishop of Rome and the head of the Catholic Church. So, out of all the different heads of state and heads of government that I've seen that Vance has met, he actually, compared to all the others he's met that has differences and beliefs with him, this was probably the most courteous, mannerable that he's been, polite he's been to any of them. You saw what he did to Zelensky. You saw what he did to Zelensky. How he talked to him. You saw how he talked to Zelensky. You saw how he talked to Greenland and about Denmark. Okay. He talked to the Italian PM before he came to Vatican Rome, and I don't know if they were joking, but I'm gonna have to go back to his conversation with her. And I don't know if he was joking. He said, "Oh, you can call me a jerk," and I'm thinking, like, dude, were you being a jerk? Were you being a jerk? So I'm just like, okay. Now, one thing in the video I did think was nice was I guess it was it the Secretary of State or maybe the assistant of the Pope. They had gifts. They brought out gifts for him and his wife and the kids, because he has 3 kids. He has 2 sons and a daughter. So they had the kids wasn't there when they met the Pope. His wife and the kids, I believe, were there when they met the Secretary of State. I think the day before. Advance went to was it Easter Saturday or was it Good Friday service? So, but yeah, I'm just like, I gotta say it's tongue in cheek, but still, I'm just like, wait a minute, why is people leaving out here at the meeting with y'all? And I'm sorry, when I look at the Pope face when he saw him, it seemed like the Pope was very tight-lipped, but maybe he was, because he may have been tired. He may have chosen to stay keeping Italian on purpose, because he does speak English, but they had a translator there for him. So, and they took one of those photos they do. But I was just like, It's like, yeah, somebody when he get back to the United States, take him down there to Walter Reed Hospital. Matter of fact, don't they have a hospital in the White House? Do they got a little clinic or something in the vice president's? Oh yeah, by the way, when he was gone, y'all, think about this, y'all. When he was in, when Vice President Vance, his wife, and the kids were in Vatican City, Rome for the Easter weekend, there was a whole protest outside of Vance's house. I don't know if it was a vice president residence or was it his actual residence. I gotta double check, but they had a whole protest out there. But I think it was also part of the Saturday 50 states, 50 capitals. So, but yeah, he had a crowd out there. But I was like, okay. Maybe the Lord said, you know what, Pope Francis, you know what, I made you. It's time for you to come home. You don't get my work. You done, Easter service. I made you talk with this Vance dude. Just. He might have needed. Maybe he needed Pope Francis to do the Easter Monday. I don't know. Maybe so. He got the heaven's choir ready. James Earl Jones gonna do one of the readings. We got Roberta Flack over there doing a response to a song. Okay, it's gonna, that's what it was all about. But I'm over there like, how you just meet the Pope and he gone here? He was out for like months. Just dictated Easter Sunday. Like, and then I looked at the video. I said, did you touch the Pope? You got close. He's back up. No, somebody, who got a call down there? Seriously. Somebody, when he get back to Nazareth, y'all didn't take him to the hospital. Get him all the tests. Matter of fact, somebody called Robert F. Kennedy. Not our time, but Vatican City, Rome time, because it's like afternoon over there now. It will be Easter morning, Easter Monday morning, and hold on, I think Easter Monday morning, Vatican City, Rome's time. Yeah. So, I guess while we were sleeping, it would have been maybe midnight our time, East Coast Central Standard Time. I mean, it could have been because he was 88. He had been in the hospital. Hey, it's me, Kirsty. He had been in the hospital for a while, and he was supposed to come home and rest. But he did Easter. You know, he met with Vance. He also did Easter Sunday homily. But at the same time, I was just like, how you. You know, and I thought, to be honest, I thought the Lord was going to take him home months ago, and I was like, Lord, please not just yet. Can you just heal him, Lord? But then I was just like, okay, maybe he was just supposed to do his last Easter homily, and then, you know, the Lord was like, okay, I need you here for the Easter Monday homily, so let me bring you home. Or maybe he was like, hey, you suffered enough, you had to meet with Vance. So, but I was like, why are you touching him? The man, and then I found out that he's had lung problems like almost his whole life. I think it got really bad this time around. He lost a lung when he was 21 years old, so he's been living with one lung. Blessed to be living with one lung, and you died at 88. But my thing is, you died after you met Vice President Vance. Son, that's not right. Son, no, y'all investigate. I need an investigation. I didn't know if you or one of them kids or Usa. No, Usa look like she keeps the kids. None of them look sick or nothing. None of them look sick or nothing. Look, she make sure they take their medicine, their vitamins and stuff like that, and get their naps and stuff in. I don't know about JD. You know. I just got pride. I just got issues. You know. So it could have been like a number of factors. Like I said, he did his job. He did, job well done. Lord brought him home. So I hope, he rests in peace. So I'm sure he gets his gold mansion his mansion like everybody else up there. He probably walking again, probably got 2 lungs while he's up there now. You know what I'm saying? Just like, it's heaven. So definitely check out those links in the chat. And thank you, it's me, Kirsty. Thank you, Black Anonymous. Thank you, Carla Goodwin. And thank you, Lindsay, getting on your duty this morning. So I'll probably come back on later if I have time, because I'll be doing my chaperone duties. But if I take a break on this drive, I'll definitely come back on. I gotta tell y'all about my other story. But definitely check out my video from also last night. Cause guess who had a second signal chat? It's me, Kirsty. Check out my video from last night. Guess who had a second signal chat group? Pete Headset. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? With his wife, with his brother, and with his lawyer. And he copied and pasted the war plans he had in one chat into the second chat. Yeah, so I was just like, But they done fired or put on leave 3 other officials from the DOD talking about leaks and stuff. And I'm like, y'all put the wrong person on leave. Because obviously Pete Hegseth is the problem. He is the problem. So let's see. Okay, all right. I'll talk to y'all later. Ooh, his high beams is high. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Rest in peace, Pope Francis.